whole team. But nonetheless, I cannot but feel that Empire used to be a team that is designed for team fighting, and I think they are. But it leads more. It leads a bit more on the pickups on the early game right now. Level 5 is so important for Empire side. They have big ticket ultimates in the form of the Shockwave, in the form of the what is this? In the form of the Assault and Battery, right?
Yeah. And that's the thing. I think NXP should punish the enemy team early on. Having the Jin, having the Alistar with a knockup as well. You know what? It's actually quite strong when it comes to the early game. So it's a matter of understanding where your power spike would be and where your enemy team's power spike would become. And you know what? NXP right now went in for the early invasion into the top lane as Camille is potentially going to be ganked out by the enemy team, but is now back to safety under the turret.
But remember, the Camille sits at level 2, definitely has the hook shot on his kit. And the Alistar gank was, I'm not sure if he's using head, but let's see. He got pulverized as his level 1 skill. So, not the head, but at the minute ahead, but he might have cornered the Camille onto one wall. You can actually see Empire mirroring that attempt on the top lane here at the Dragon lane. So, let us see who will pound at first because they still not leaving Pabatizi alone. Actually, Jushi here is making sure the pressure is felt against Pabutizi. And now Jushi at level 3, Disaster at 2, Uzi at 2. This is very dangerous for Pabutizi.
No.
Big stack of minion wave denied against Pabutizi. Look at the bottom lane though. Arisen here. Arisen knows how to play this dive up. Still has enough time coming in from the shroud to get the wave clear. But will they commit to the dive? Carl J actually uses his... He did use his own excessive force, got the AoE towards Arisen, and get some turret aggro on that part. First blood on the side of NXP. NXP won the trade between two solo laners.
And that's 2k gold right now in terms of the advantage going for the side of NXP.
Yes,
and you know what? Akali smoke is just so annoying. You can't know where the location of the enemy team is, and I think Empire Esports was really just trying to go for that turret taken into the bottom lane to get that tower first blood. But you know what? Akali just cleared off the minion wave like it's nothing, like it's butter, and they've gotten through to defend the tier 3 turret into the Dragon lane, while NXP has now taken the tower first blood.
I think Infinity need to do some experiments on this, but I cannot but feel that really staying together in a lane provides more gold for your team overall compared to someone being solo. But of course, I need to test this out because right now, 2k gold lead is massive. If we want to account where this 2k gold lead is coming from, it is actually coming from the lead by Akali, by Arisen, compared to Pabutizi. And even on the jungle side, the Vi against the Lee Sin. Let's see here, they want to still punish Pabutizi. Pabutizi has no flash here, and there's no stopping Jushi. Another kill is delivered towards Pabutizi. Carl J also destroyed. NXP takes full control at 0-3.
The Galaxy curtain call. Looks so good. But now, nevertheless, it's gonna be the fight. It's gonna be the early 3 kills from the side of NXP. And yeah, I think the 2k gold lead for the side of NXP was the source of taking the first kill and taking the first turret, including the 3 turret plate. So I think that was massive.
Yes.
So that is actually quite important.
And spread towards multiple members of NXP.
Yeah.
The third plate is not even given towards just one, but actually to many members of NXP. And remember, there's a minion stack denied against Pabutizi. Man, this Camille has no legs to stand on, definitely in this game.
Absolutely. And to top it all off, I think NXP got that advantage because of their split. They went in for the 1-1-3. But now it's going to be NXP initiating the fight into the Dragon lane.
See her down at the bottom lane. Jushi! Oh my god, he did connect. He did receive, he did deliver that Sonic to the Resonate against that Rakan. And that Rakan just, I think just came out of the base. He got killed earlier by Akali. And it still doesn't stop. They did track Pabutizi and Shulei here. Give the spot towards Carl J. And of course, members here of Team Empire and also Team NXP converges here at the Drake.
I mean, that damage was massive, and I think that came from the Yumus Blade. Like, if you're looking at the gold right now, it's like 4k gold for the Lee Sin with a long sword in addition to that item. And look at the items of the enemy team, right?
Yeah, component items,
missing.
basic items. honestly, to define the running items for Wildrift, you have the items, then you get basic items, then you have full items for this, right? So NXP with this three violet swords, with these three Yumus, they're gonna be easily taking in this. I think that's a Mountain Drake. Yep. And now another one who's also thick. It would be that Alistar sorry, not Alistar. The Vi going down at the hands of Alistar and company. And I think that's it. 6-0 for the running game. They would be delivering this 2 Yumus Ghostblade holder onto this turret right here. Plates is also connecting, and even Juicy will also complete the dive against the Oriana. Knock up from the Rakan, but who's getting the turret aggro. Finally, another kill is delivered towards Empire. And I think that would be enough. And that should be enough to at least defend this inner mid lane turret.
100%. But I do think that was quite of a misplay from NXP. But I think that was overall a good thing, because it was only the support that died to the side of NXP. Well, look at the rest of the team, right? It's 7-1, and I think the main moneymaker here for the side of NXP is going to be that Lee Sin. Now sitting at the 4-0-2 in terms of this 5 minutes of the game. It's like 1 kill a minute, right, for their team.
Yes,
and they're producing a lot of gold. And I think the difference right now is going to be 8k. No,
Yes.
8 to 9k gold lead for the side of NXP.
To be specific, it's actually 8k, right? And the crazy part here is the map is not yet easing up. There's still tension on the map. Herald, we're just on the 6-minute mark, like you mentioned. Herald the spawned into the reef. Ladies and gentlemen, and there we go. This should be an easy take against the Lee Sin, even without the back damage, because of the Yumus. It's gonna be Juicy blowing through the healths of this Herald. And another pickup is done against Carl J. Oh my god. Empire is totally being outclassed here by NXP.
Although smart move coming in for the side of Empire Esports, they've taken another 30 into the Dragon lane. But they need to come back as it is gonna be NXP pushing into the Baron lane. They've gotten tier 2 turret. This is gonna be massive gold for their team as well. They're now sitting an 8k gold lead still, so that turret taken from the bottom lane was actually disregarded by the side of NXP. It's now 4-2 turret, 2 turret advantage for the side of NXP as Akali goes for the 1v1 against Camille.
Pabutis, you don't know what to do against the Akali. You cannot duel. No one can duel the Akali right now. Just look at the damage of this lady. Our Rise is just going crazy at it. No need actually for the death cap. He did went for that gunblade just to get the slowdown, because by default this lead, with this kind of lead, his enemy would have to fall back and he needs to get the chase complete. At least there's a nice pickup against Chule, but Juicy is dancing around against the members here of Team Empire. Maybe against in the back of Rakan. He did receive some bullet there, delivered him towards half health, but that's the headline. Herald will surely take this turret at the mid.
Absolutely, and Empire Esports can just go to defend this because there is NXP waiting around, but now it's gonna be Lee Sin all connecting.
Well, for the dive here down at the mid, the quickness gets casted, and also Extra Automatic goes for the back line. You can actually see the Herald still hugging on the turret in them inhibitor mid, and a shockwave connects towards the Rise and at least gets the kill in him. You can actually see 2 members on the NXP going down, but only 1 remains on the side of Empire, and the Guardian Angel gets popped out. Chule arrives, will go for the push. That's it. Inhibitor turret in the mid gets taken in. Chule wants to finish this, and I think Pabotisi tries to retaliate, delivers bidding delivered into half health right after the combo of the Z. NXP has the lead without doubt.
I think overall that was a good trade. That was a good W for the side of NXP. And yes, you know what? 3 members were alive, like 2 kills to the side of Empire Esports, but trade that for an inhibitor turret. You'll take that any day. And I think NXP is very smart to just open up the base, but now it's gonna be another fight as Alistar went in for that AoE CC.
Indeed. So I just got informed here it's Joshi, not Jushi for that part. I apologize, by the way. So, let's call him Joshi. Alright, so the thing is that even with an inhibitor turret destroyed, this is a very early inhibitor turret destroyed, right?
Yeah.
And still we are in a Drake timer, in a normal Drake timer. So there you go. We have the Ocean Drake to be taken in by the members of NXP. And yeah, It's like a freebie. It's like a bonus for NXP. The thing here is, it's not just the turret that they have taken. They have the map. That's the big headline for Wildrift. Very important factor for that part. Look at Arise and how he completes the combo. He uses his perfect execution back right after the 5-point strike. He gets destroyed too. But at least he was able to pluck out the Rakan. And also Pabotis's position. What is happening to you, Mikasa? And there you go. Nothing will be left from him. He gets chased by Jashi. And that's it. It's gonna be the Jin finishing him.
I think that was a misplay overall from that Akali. I think he was going in for too much of a comfort, and yes, you have a lot of advantage in your hands with a 10k gold lead, or 13k gold lead at this point. But I think you're not supposed to get killed that easily, specifically having that 613 as your KDA. That's a lot of gold value to the side of Empire Esports at this time. But you know what? Having that 2 kills in trade for that Akali was overall just an even level playing field coming in for the side of NXP. Just so smart to go for that trade-off in that fight. So now it's still going to be one inhibitor turret taken down by the side of NXP against Empire Esports. Well, there are 2 people looking to kill him into the top lane as Oriana and Vi as Doctor.
Stop shop. Let's see here. Oriana receives the stun coming in from Disaster. Now ASIC fully committing towards Disaster. Where's the ult on Disaster? Bullet timing. There's the ult, ladies and gentlemen. And also a knockback done in. And look at Jashi. Arisen. You got He actually went in with the shuriken flip towards 3 members right after the bullet time. And look at Pabotisi too. These 2 Baron laners losing their minds with their engages. It doesn't matter though. NXP, they have the freedom to even take the Baron here. They're just fully taking control of this right side jungle.
Absolutely. And now going in for the early reset coming in from that Jin with a cancel. I think they really want to go for a kill. I think if they've gotten a kill against Empire Esports at this time, they could go, as you stated, to the Baron buff. And if they do, that's probably just going to go GG. Because if you're looking at the turrets, only 1 turret remaining into the Dragon, or Baron lane rather. No inhibitor turret.
This is the moment. This is the moment he knew he fucked. That's a clear face check on a death brush.
Yeah, and I think at this point, you're not supposed to go for a face check. You need to go for that dragon. You need to go for that vision. Because that is like 100% a death mark, a death sentence for yourself.
Yeah, even if you're a support, especially that Rakan, even though some would consider him as a tank support, clearly is not as tanky as the likes of a Brom or an Alistar. And having that license to actually face check, right? Infinity.
Yeah.
So the thing here, I wish, let's have a different topic. I wish that the blue trinket would be made available for Wildrift. Because honestly, if you are if you are playing from behind, that's how the blue trinket is designed. It allows you to actually check parts of the map without running the risk of a face check.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think that's gonna be very important. But let's see how it's gonna turn out for Riot Games if they're gonna add this part into the game with another ward, another trinket to the side of competitive esports scene of League of Legends Wildrift. But now with the Baron buff, you know what? Zed is split pushing in the top lane, very considerable. Jin is going to the bottom lane, and I think this is actually the very optimal play to do it because you have the inhibitor turret open into the mid lane. Zed is very good in terms of split pushing, and the 3 members goes for the bot lane to go for dead in the mid lane.
Yeah, and again, the config also at worst Infinity can allow you to take the Infernal Drake. With the Z split push up top. Now they did converge. The 1-0-4 became a 3-0-2. And let's see here, ladies and gentlemen. Curtain call fully covers all the paths returning back to the spawning point. But who will be dying? It will be of Chule. Doubts Pabotisi goes back. And also the Rakan gets set back in that spawning pool. And I think that's it. Voicing on to the Nexus team. NEXPLAY Esports takes a victory against Empire.
Absolute win. Absolute dominating fight. In the